training with my former teammate, Donovan Ford, good friend of mine, just an absolute pleasure. We're former teammates on Hassle Free Barbell, Team USA. Yeah, we just had an absolute great time. So Hassle Free Pride, we trained at Intrepid Athletics. So it's going to be a good video. Save 10% on virus. Get your tight game up. Discount code SKELETON, all caps. Just type it in. Great singlets, great tights, great swagger. Train comfortably. And great products there. So save 10% on barbellapparel.com. Discount code NORTH, all caps. As seen on Shark Tank, and they're truly denim for gym rats. They're all I wear. They're great jeans. And the position shoes, discount code ANSLAM. Great shoes. You got the Elvis Blue Suede shoes. You got the Clint Eastwoods right here. Check them out there. I'm on the Team Dark Orchestra program. Join our team. Shop theattitudination.com for seminars, straps, swagger, etc. And here's Donovan Ford right here. We are in Portland, Oregon, downtown Portland, Oregon, which is really cool. I've never been to this gym yet, here at Intrepid Barbell, or also Intrepid CrossFit. So great gym, and just really good to meet back up with Donovan after a few years now. Last time we trained together was in the C&K headquarters about 2 years ago. And like I said, we used to be teammates on Hassle Free Barbell Club out in Sacramento. We've been on a team, USA team together. I'm spacing on which one it is, but yeah, I mean, he's one of the most decorated U.S. athletes we have. He was the alternate on the 2016 U.S. Olympic team. Yeah, he's an international medalist, world team member, national champion, so there's only one place that, he can go from here, and that's to make the Olympics in 220, which, I mean, he was the alternate in 16, so in my book, he is an Olympian. He's knocking on the door, though, to get on that stage, so it's a pleasure to train with him. Did a podcast about Donovan last night, so check that out. Great guy, great athlete. He's been in the game since 2004. When I met him and joined Hassle Free Barbell Club out there under Jackie Ma and Paul Doherty at Sac State High School. He was still in high school. He was one of the high school kids lifting. And so it was pretty cool, to lift with these younger kids back in the day and then kind of come up with them and see where he's at now. And so it's just great to kind of lift and catch up. And, a little slower paced training just because we were catching up and talking weightlifting, talking what we've been up to. And, he was on, his program. I was on my program. So even though we were on the same barbell and the same platform, we were still training, different lifts, different exercises, but not too far off. I mean, as you can see here, Donovan's doing hangs in the triple. Donovan's a 105. I think he's training about 107 right here. 108. He likes to train a few kilos heavier, but he's a stacked house, as you can see. He's an absolute freak athlete, and he's very, very fluent in the lifts, very explosive. He's been around the block a few times. He's been in the game for a very long time, so he knows what he's doing. And I am on the second week of our Team Do lift from the hip cycle that we're doing, our position cycle, which is really fun. And I hit a PR here in the hip snatch at 134, which I'm pretty stoked about, by the way, because these are very difficult going from the hip. But yeah, this is our second week, so join us on Team Do. I'm excited for the following week as well. We got a fun one coming up too. So, but yeah, just head down, train away. It's just kind of like a time machine. It feels like training with Donovan again. We used to train back in, what was it, 06, 07, 08, early 09 before I moved to Cal Strength, and here we are again, years later. Donovan's coming off a few injuries. He's kind of slowly getting back into full-time training, gearing up for, I think he's gearing up for Worlds next year, but, his main focus is the Olympics, and he made that very clear, I asked him what his next meet was, and he said the Olympics, and I just got goosebumps. I just love that. He's checked every box there is. The next one is to check is make an Olympic team. And that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to train with a guy with that goal and that reality just right in front of him. So I learned a lot training with Donovan today. He was giving me some tips on my jerk and just talking strategy and philosophy and what he likes to do to get warmed up, and just watching him lift live and seeing the technique and his movement patterns. And so I'm an open book, man. I like to just write things down and take notes and take everything I can in, and just to make myself better. That's going to make me a better coach for my athletes. So I definitely walked away from this training session a better coach, a better athlete. And now I'm going to be able to add, more to my coaching toolbox for my athletes. And so that's the great thing about training with great athletes. You just learn so much. I'm doing some overhead squats, still kind of getting warm, as you can see here. Just kind of messing around, having some fun with Donovan. But as you can see, I drove out to train with Donovan. He's going to come to CrossFit Oregon City with me soon, but I drove out there. I chased the training. We met up on Facebook. He just moved out to Portland. I said, hey, I'll be there. I'll be there at 4 o'clock. And I walked right in, so I'm still chasing training. And I tell people this all the time. You got to hunt it down. You got to chase it. You got to find that wolf and slit its throat. You can't hold back. And for all my Team Do athletes and all my podcast listeners over the years, I've been saying to eat a Snicker bar between training session, have some candy on you for sugar to keep the energy level high, to not get fatigued, to not get lightheaded. And look what I found in Donovan Ford's gym bag. Gummy bears and taffy. I can't make that up. So now maybe that you see Donovan do it, you'll do it. And you thought John North was just some crazy, rambling, crazy man. But I'm not. I've been telling you guys, a lot of elite lifters eat candy in training. So if you're getting lightheaded or you feel fatigued halfway through, go out there and get some candy. 100K. So yeah, I feel like these went better, obviously, because we did them last week. This is the second week of this portion of the position cycle, I should add. So the position cycle is what we're on, but this is a portion of it, and that's from the hip. And so, we did another week of it just because we wanted to get better at it. A lot of times when you just do an exercise a few times and move on, you're not getting better at that exercise. And we really wanted to have a good solid 2 weeks going from the hip and these pulls plus hip lifts to just get better at them, period, and chase PRs, because every kilo truly counts. It's been a while since I've trained with anybody, and so our rhythm is pretty good here with helping each other out, loading the weights, rolling the weights. It just really takes me back to when I used to train with people, including Donovan back at Hassle Free. I mean, all my years coming up, I trained with somebody on a platform. And so, you got to have that rhythm going back and forth on reps and loading weights and having, you have to be respectful. And, it's kind of an art form, if you will. And so nowadays I usually train by myself. So it was kind of fun training with somebody on the same platform, even just little things like loading the weight and, rooting each other on. It's really fun. And so there's 15. Wham. Feeling good today. And yeah, I mean, I maxed out on Sunday and this is Monday. So the very next day I was a little sore, but I had a lot of food Sunday night, took an Epsom salt bath. It was 118. And, obviously training with Donovan spiked my adrenaline. I took 2 sets there before he went. Donovan likes to take a good 2.5 minutes between reps. I like to take 1. I go a little faster pace. And so I kind of just slapped on the yellows, which he was going to take, and got one in real quick. I love his lockout. Good depth. Looks like he's going more on a high hang. Good save there. I told him that. Yeah. I love how he sat down there and saved that third lift just a little bit. 120 from the hip. Sniper. What you looking down for, John? Get your eyes up. See, that's a rookie mistake. I could have saved that lift. I think I took 20 seconds. I grabbed the bar. I was pretty pissed. I tried again. Again, why am I looking down, you know? Keep your eyes up. Right back at it. 10-second rest. Made it. 120. 2 slabs of beef, baby. And so we had some fun on this session here. We had the IG Live was popping. There was a lot of people watching, a lot of great comments. So thanks for the support. Here's 25 by Donovan Ford in the triple hang. And these are all Alico sets, by the way. Really beautiful plates that he went up and got yesterday from Seattle. Ah. Yeah, he missed that third on the 25, and he comes back and makes it, which is a great effort and fight. Here's 25 as well. And for some reason, that one just stuck. I threw an overhead squat in here, but oh, I missed it messing around. So I made the 25 from the hip and then decided to do an over. And it's so funny how if you don't do an exercise all the way up and you don't catch a rhythm and then you just randomly do it, it's so foreign. If I was doing overhead squats the whole time working up, I wouldn't have missed that probably. So I'm getting everybody pumped up for Donovan here. You know, I really want him to make the Olympics, so I'm trying to push Donovan. Not only learn from Donovan, but push Donovan as well. So here's 25. He comes back and he makes it. Really great effort. Look at that. See how he sat down there on that third for a good 1 to 2 seconds, caught its balance, and then stood up. There you go. See, that's a pro move right there. 28. Let's go. Yeah. Try not to get too crazy on other people's equipment and gyms, but I had to slam the bar right there. There's 30, little Mr. Miyagi, had some fun. Now 33 is what I did last week, so the goal is to get over that. So after hitting 30, I was pretty pumped. And here's me and Donovan just talking technique, talking about the exercises, going back and forth, you know, as old gym rats, you know. And here's the PR, here's 34. Oh, I forget I have a little battle here. Of course. Clark, right? But I wasn't going to give up for you guys. I wanted to make this for you guys. Yeah, so this is knocking on 300 pounds here. So I will go over to Donovan. He's giving me some words of encouragement. I told him I'd make the lift for him. Hassle-free represent. Pop, let's go. Get off me. A little slow-mo here. And there is no overhead squat after that catch. That is extend and catch rock ass bottom. You know, there's no room for error in these lifts here. It's pretty remarkable how fast you have to pull under. We move on to clean and jerks, which Donovan has power clean to power jerk, doubles working up. I have the same exercise as the snatch from the hip. I do add jerks in just to work on my jerk. But I do go rogue on my program for a little bit, and I just work on some clean and jerks with Donovan because, you know, he was giving me a lot of knowledge bombs on the jerk and grip on the bar. So I wanted to give these tips a try. And so that's what I did. And I always talk about, you know, when you're training with somebody and you're learning a lot and you're being influenced a lot by a great athlete or coach, is to just, you know, push your program to the side a little bit, lay your sword down, and learn and try and experiment. And, you know, it's all about trial and error. and the melting pot of your career as an athlete through the experiences of others. And so that's what I did. So the big thing that Donovan was working on was my split. He wanted me to get longer on my split, and then also my grip. I tried to go pretty wide on my grip, which definitely helped. I got a little too wide. I was almost to the rings, and then I brought it into the middle, right where the knurling gets smooth, and then to the rings, right in the middle there, which really seemed to help. And I know a lot of you YouTube watchers are sitting there going, "John, I've been telling you that for a long time now. Why didn't you listen to me?" Well, when Donovan Ford says it, it's got an extra ring to it. So sorry, but. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this, but I really enjoyed the wider grip. I mean, when I was at Muscle Driver, I had a really wide grip in the clean and jerk, and it's when my clean and jerks were the best. So I think I'm going to give that a try for quite a while. Donovan's first pull is sickening fast, by the way. Look at this break off the floor. And then once it hits the second pull, I mean, the acceleration through first, second, and third, is just remarkable. This is when I talked about on the podcast right here. He told me he changes his grip on the mood he's in that day. See how I just back away? I don't even know what to do with such a great knowledge bomb. It's just unbelievable how awesome of a piece of advice that is. I don't fully understand it, but it's not the point. It's the point. This athlete is so good. This athlete is so weathered. This athlete understands the relationship between him and the bar so well that he's able to move his grip around on how he feels that day. And it kind of almost sounds like how he's interacting with the barbell that day. It just goes to show you, you want to learn how to be a great weightlifter. Get your hands dirty. Drive out and train with a guy like Donovan. You're not going to read that in a textbook, guys. You got to get your hands dirty. The only way you're going to hear advice like that is to get your hands dirty. And you got to chase it, okay? So look at the grip. Very wide here. So I power jerk it. I split jerk here. And that lockout's money. I mean, bar is further back behind my head, so give that a try for quite some time here. So yeah, I mean, Donovan's doing a power jerk or a push jerk or whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit in between, not catching it real low, but this is real light for Donovan. Again, coming off some injuries, Donovan's easing back in. He told me he's working on finesse, mechanics, speed, technique, as you noticed in the clean and jerk, we went with the bar, and that's something that I was taken back by, that we were warming up with the bar. And so this is where I just went to clean and jerks here. Felt nice. Belt came off. Can't stand when that happens, so that last jerk felt so nice, I just wanted to go right back at it. So this is pretty much a delayed double here. See, my elbow's falling in the clean though, so that's what's hard for me when I take my grip out wide, is the elbow's falling. But the good news is the jerk's better, so I got to work on the clean now. So really, I just got to work on it, period. And so we'll see. Here's Donovan. I love how his torso is almost leaned back, and then he drives himself through violently on that catch position. So I'm glad that he's on my YouTube channel here. I think you guys are going to learn a lot, obviously. Just watch this acceleration. Boom. It's just perfect. It's 45. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little beat from yesterday's max out on this day, but no excuse. It's pretty good, a little shaky. My GoPro died. I got in let's see here. I went back down and got some good work in from the hip on the Team Do prescribed workout. So, I went back to the program and I got it in. So that's key to note. And then me and Donovan, we squatted, which I had 9 triples at 80% in the back squat yesterday. So I can't feel my legs right now. I think 70%. I can't seem to remember. I just kind of woke up here. So, but we got a lot of squats in yesterday. And so that's key to note. We finished the workout. I'm sorry my GoPro died. The training session was very long just because there was 2 of us. And I'm not going to lie, there was a lot of talking and kind of, discussions throughout the training session, which was great to catch up with Donovan. So, but follow Donovan, guys, on his road to 220. Thanks for watching. Hopefully with my lifting and Donovan's lifting in this commentary, it helps you guys. And that's why I love making these videos. So come join my team, the Dark Orchestra. We'd love to have you. We'll see you guys next video. Attitude Nation, salute.